Hey there, it's Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. Today we're going to be talking about your silent auction and one of those donations that I know you're getting. It is a photographer's package. We're going to talk about updating that to something called a family photo party. But as we get started here first, let's talk about the traditional donation. And if you're a school, I wouldn't be surprised if photographers are giving you these donations without you even asking for them. I know I have some school clients and 2 or 3 photographers will send in donations for auctions and they're like, we haven't even advertised our auction yet and we're getting in donations from photographers. But it's usually a free sitting. It's an 8 by 10 photo. It's a studio shot. It's not a candid. It's more like studio based. And the advantage to the photographer in donating this is that if he's got a studio or she's got a studio, they can control the light. They can put makeup on you so you look better. Certainly there's no travel time for the photographer because you are going to the photographer, and there's probably less time spent on the job than a family photo party, which I will describe here momentarily. The nice thing about photographers, when they send you the donations, they very often will also give you a nice display. It might be a large canvas piece of work that they've done, and you can put that in the silent auction to help promote their work and showcase them. And I do appreciate the photographers doing that. But what can we do to update this? Because oftentimes people who purchase it will come back later and say, you know, it wasn't what I thought it was. I had to spend another $500 with the photographer. It was more like a coupon. It wasn't like a donation. So there has been a lot of backlash from buyers who purchased this. I've heard people say, I'm never buying one of those again, never buying it again. So what can we do? Maybe it's the family photo party. This is a concept I saw on a photographer's blog. It was not in conjunction with an auction, but it could be. He had reconnected with a high school friend on Facebook. And after they, spent some time back and forth, I guess, she invited him over. She said, would you be willing to do a photo party, a family photo party? And he's like, what's that? She says, well, I'm going to invite about 10 of our, former high school buddies over and new friends and their families, and we're going to spend all day Sunday at my house, and you would come over and just take candid shots of everybody. So the family photo party is really about having several families participate. It's certainly more spontaneous. You're getting candid shots. It would be hosted at a private home, so you would need to have someone with a large enough home to do this. And the photos would be taken inside or outside, so it's very different than a traditional photo sitting that you see often at the silent. The advantages to the photographer, you have to have a photographer who's willing to travel to the location, right? Because there's no studio in this case. So they're going, the advantages of the photographers, they don't need to have a studio. The advantage is also that it's a one-to-many model. Instead of one person coming in and you shooting that one person and having that one person pay, in this case, it could pay off financially. You've got 10 families there. You're shooting all day long. They don't have to buy any photos if they don't want to, but you know that they would. Well, then you've got 10 new customers right there who are purchasing your work. It's probably more time spent on the job, but you might make more money. And the future earnings could be good too, because again, these are people with kids. They're going to need senior photos someday. They're going to want to document the life changes, how the family grows. You could be sending them stuff every year, and the photographer can be sending them stuff every year, reminding them, that the kids are only young once. You better get those photos taken now. So I could see as where there'd be some real genuine benefits for photographers who are willing to do something like this. It's a different style of shooting. It's very different. But I think it would be a real plus for some photographers who are thinking long-term about building their business. So the kinds of shots that you could see, and these were not from the photographer's blog that I read, these are just shots that I pulled from a stock photo place. But in comparing them to the shots that I saw on his website, this is kind of what you'd see. It's very candid, very relaxed. This one's a little more posy, but it's outdoors, more candid, lots of shots of kids doing different things,